Contrary to fears being expressed in certain quarters that international oil companies in Nigeria are gradually closing shop in offshore exploration or onshore exploration, the federal government, through the Ministry of Petroleum, says that it's time for new players to join the oil and gas sector. Speaking at the Offshore Oil and Gas conference in Houston, Texas, the group managing director told potential investors to take advantage of the $11 billion worth of opportunity coming on the heels of current assets divestment by the IOCs.
Joins the rest of the world at the 45th edition of the Offshore Technology Conference in Houston, Texas. Here, opportunities meet business, challenges find cutting-edge solution. And for this year, the federal government of Nigeria is bringing to the world emerging opportunities in gas and the divestment of assets by the international oil companies.
Nigeria is still very robust in terms of crude oil and gas reserves base, and the industry remains resilient despite the operational and regulatory challenges. There are many sources yet to be explored, and divestment is one of the avenues through which these resources can become available to indigenous and smaller companies who may not be able to compete with the major players.
What we are seeing in Nigeria is not unique to Nigeria. Anybody who is familiar with the Gulf Coast, anybody who knows the history of what happens or has been happening in the North Sea knows that big companies continue to look at the assets, ask themselves these questions, and say, what can we do with these assets?
Presently, indigenous production accounts for only 10% of Nigeria's production, and there lies the opportunity for growth.
We are in the window of opportunity for this industry. If we create a new cadre of indigenous companies, we should be able to grow production, and we should be able to create a lot of wealth for the people that are here.
As an institution and as a part of the banking sector in the country, we're very excited, and we will continue to do our bit to ensure that these opportunities are well funded.
Estimates have it that 2.3 billion barrels worth of assets have been divested by the IOCs. 20 more are set to go by the end of this year, capable of 4 billion barrels and a revenue of 11.5 billion USD. So while a lot of people thought the IOCs are abandoning Nigeria, truth is, inherent in those divestments are opportunities for local firms and foreign investors. From Houston, Texas, Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.